Hello. Let's have a look at your favourite programmes of 33 years ago. It was a good week for Granada Television. They had 4 programmes in the top 10. The Army Game at number 1, Spot the Tune, Shadow Squad, and at number 10, Criss Cross Quiz.
Criss Cross Quiz.
It first began in June 1957 and was basically noughts and crosses with questions chosen from 98 categories asked by Jeremy Hawke. Each correct answer was worth £20. And if you kept winning, you kept collecting the £20. There was no prize limit in those days, and one contestant walked away with 2,360 quid. Today, that would be worth something like £25,000. Well, they soon changed the rules and set the limit at £1,000. Let's roll the categories.
The phone.
Fairy tales, please.
Fairy tale. Well, it's still the same price. £900. In the most familiar version of his story, Dick Whittington... I start again. There's a comma missing. In the most familiar version of his story, Dick Whittington is alleged to have heard bells telling him to turn again Whittington, Lord Mayor of London. What bells did he hear?
Bow bells.
Yes, he did. The bells of St Mary le Bow, Bow Bell. That's Criss Cross Quiz for £140.
In 1959, the producer complained that he had trouble finding women to play the quiz. He said, "As more women go out to business these days, I thought it would be simple to find lady contestants, but they seem to lack good general knowledge."
Welcome, Mrs. Armstrong. Welcome. This is Mr. Fogg, of whom you no doubt have heard. This is Mrs. Armstrong, of dressmaking and photography perhaps, but also, I believe, fond of walking, which is unusual, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, now, how did you come to be so fond of walking?
Well, I was fond of cycling originally, and then we got a car, so...
Not making much sense, so
so we go by car and then walk.
Oh, I see. You mean up hills and down dales?
Yes.
Well, let's see how Mrs. Armstrong made out.
Scoreboard's at £140. Mrs. Armstrong.
Reluctantly, World War II.
Reluctantly. Never mind. Perhaps you won't be so reluctant if you get it right, because you're going to win £160, Mrs. Armstrong. The first 1,000-bomber Allied raid, sometimes known as the Millennium, took place on the 30th of May, 1942. Which German city was their objective?
Essen.
No, it wasn't. It was Cologne.
Well, I wouldn't have got that. I'd have said Berlin. Jeremy Hawke left the quiz in 1962 and more or less disappeared from our screens, but he reappeared recently in a commercial. Did any of you spot him in the Baby Sham ad, wooing a lady at a tea dance? The quiz itself continued to roll its 98 categories until 1967, when, after 10 years, Granada TV finally rolled it away for good. Well, I'll be rolling back again in 2 weeks' time. Until then, goodbye.